What's up, guys? This is the True Hookah King. I've gotten a lot of comments on hookah. They want to know if it's bad for you, stuff like that. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell you that, yes, you can go ahead and smoke hookah, okay? Even though you're not really smoking. Let's start off with, I've gotten a few different questions regarding hookah, so I figured let's start off with the whole smoke versus vapor thing, okay? Now this is from Vison231, who told me hookah can't produce tar. Tobacco needs to burn at a minimum of 800 degrees to produce tar. Hookah tobacco does not burn. It bakes at a max of 350 degrees. Irish Airman 09 said simple math. A hookah coal burns between 350 and 450 degrees. Tobacco vaporizes at 250 to 350 degrees. A cigarette burns at 750 to 1700 degrees. Nicotine boils at 477 degrees. Now, I want to add this in there that nicotine evaporates at a temperature below its boiling point. There's a lot in cigarettes because as soon as you touch the flame to the cigarette, boom, a lot of that nicotine is evaporated out. I'll show you right here. It says nicotine 0.05% nicotine, 0% tar. Okay? Can you see that okay? It's right down here. Alright, this was Haze Peach Cooler. It's at the bottom of the tin. Alright? Now, he said not smoke, vapors of tobacco and nicotine. The smoke look is the glycerin in the molasses that all shisha is cured in. The same effect is achieved by a fog machine. The fog juice used has high concentrations of glycerin and is completely safe to inhale, as we all know. Yeah, he has a point. Now, are you getting nicotine? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, if you are, it's obviously not a whole lot because I've never, over my 10 years, it's been over 10 years of me smoking hookah, that I've never been like, oh man, no, I need some hookah. I've never, you know, fiended for it. So, is it addicting? Not that I found. This is my first bowl since, see, I went to bed around midnight last night, and I got up at 8 in the morning, and I came home after doing what I need to do, being on my hustle, and I was watching some TV, ate some food, and then I was like, man, I'm bored. Hey, I'm gonna make a video. So it kind of just passed my mind. I've also gotten questions like, does it kill your taste buds? For me, no. Now, I've heard of people getting what's called vapor mouth, where I guess they use these vapor pens or whatever, and they can't taste the flavor anymore, but they stop for a few days and they can. Now, I haven't seen any studies on this. I haven't experienced this myself. I would just suggest that you brush your tongue. I mean, that's all I can really say about that. No, I don't think it kills your taste buds at all. And if it does, like these people said, you just stop for a few days and it comes right back. So I don't know. It's never happened to me, and I've been using hookah for over 10 years. So I don't think so at all. But I've also gotten the argument that hookah is a smoke. You just don't know it's a smoke because of how smooth it is, because it's being pulled through water. You know, I have a question. I'm sure that I have some fans that smoke weed, right? And you'll see where I'm getting at with this. Those who smoke weed, why don't you leave in the comments how it feels to hit a hookah compared to a bong? Because I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing that I'm about to tell you. Unless somebody wants to troll, of course. I'm on to you. But anyways, I am under Proposition 215, Senate Bill 420, which allows me to use marijuana for medicinal purposes. I have my recommendation from a doctor. I am prescribed to use marijuana for medicinal purposes. Now that that's out of the way, this is a bong. You see that stem that I have in there? With those little slits, you can kind of see the slits in the side of it. That breaks it up into smaller little bubbles because it's supposed to filter it better and, you know, be a little bit healthier. And then this is known as a percolator because it has a separate chamber here that's full of water with a bunch of little tubes with a bunch of little slits in it. I think like what, 4 or 5? 3, my bad. And, you know, filters it even more through water. Then the glass goes in so that you can put ice cubes in here and cool it down even more. I've done it with ice. I've done it with cold water. Guess what? I still cough. It still feels like smoke. Yeah, it's cooler, so it's better on your throat, or a little easier on your throat, but you can still tell that it's smoke, not vapor. So with the hookah, out of practice with the rings, huh? Vapor. It doesn't bother your throat at all. And if it's equal to 100 cigarettes or 200 or whatever number they want to come up with, then why is it that I can sit here for hours going through a session for hours and walk away just fine? If you sit there and you smoke cigarette after cigarette for hours, you're going to start feeling sick. You're probably going to get bronchitis or something. With the hookah, never had that problem. Now, can you get sick from hookah? Yes, you can. Because the inhaling constantly, if you're not taking it slow, taking your time with it, you don't have something cold to drink, I recommend water. Water is always the best. You're gonna get sick. You're not gonna feel good. You might even throw up. I have. Until I realized, oh, it's because I need to take it slower. And not, hit this thing like it's my oxygen. So that's really all there is to really know about hookah. It's not... Now here's the thing. I've seen some studies on it. You'll probably argue, well, what about these studies, THK? Here's the thing. If you look at a lot of those studies, I can't think of a website right now, but I'll try to think of it or grab it and leave it in the description if I can find it, where it was saying that these studies were done in Lebanon and somewhere else. I think it was in the Middle East somewhere. I don't remember. But see, a lot of the old school generation, they still smoke hookah by putting the charcoals directly on top of the tobacco. That is smoke. That's going to be different because you're burning the tobacco. by putting the charcoals directly on it. They didn't specify whether a screen was used or not. That's the confusion. I don't know why it's hard, because this isn't rocket science. So I don't know why there's all these things about anti-hookah and stuff when it's very clear this is a vapor, not a smoke. Look at herbals. Herbal shisha. That's not tobacco, but are you smoking it? No, it's still there. It doesn't turn to ash. You're not burning it, so you're not producing tar. You're using a screen. You're not, hopefully you're not using barbecue charcoal. You know, the stuff that has chemicals in it. So, now if you're using barbecue charcoal, it's like 100% mesquite wood charcoal. That's okay. But don't use the other stuff, you know, use the natural stuff or the charcoal that is made for a hookah, although some of those can be iffy. But, you know, other than that, you should be just fine. There's arguments of the foil. Well, if you're using the foil screen, you're pulling heavy metals through and da-da-da-da. No, you're not. That's what the water's there for. I've tried it without water before and took a few hits, and I didn't notice anything different. That was by a mistake, actually. Me and my friend, we set up a bowl and we were hitting it, and I'm like, something just doesn't feel right. I mean, it felt okay, but we were just kind of like, there's something missing. And it was the sound of the hookah. That was missing. It wasn't making that rumbling sound. My friend's like, dude, there's no water in here. We forgot to put water in. I'm like, are you serious? So we put some water in there, and then we were good to go, but we didn't even know. We was just like, it's quieter than usual, you know? The water is there because the heavy metals can't be pulled through the water because they're metals. And that's coming from somebody who has a degree in, well, he has a degree in a lot of things. I don't think I'm at liberty to give out his name, but he was saying, yeah, the water's there. The metals can't be pulled through the water. So it's simple science. It really is. It's not hard. So when I'm rating the clouds, I'm really rating on the type of glycerin and how the glycerin evaporates to give off that flavor. So there you go. There you have it. That's the facts about hookah. That's all you need to know, really. I mean, the rest is up to you. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you that, yeah, nicotine is okay for you, if there is nicotine in it. Maybe you'll ask the doctor about nicotine. If you know, there's if you have any health issues, and you know, the doctor says, okay, well, with your health issues, you need to stay away from nicotine. I don't know if that's possible, but if it is, and the doctor says stay away from nicotine, but you like hookah, go with the herbals. I would recommend Hydro. They seem to be awesome. So there you go. There's no nicotine in that, no tar in that. It's made from sugar cane. You should be all right. So hopefully this cleared it up. If you have any more questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below, or get a hold of me through my Facebook page, which the link to that will be in the description. Also, like my company page so you can be up to date with things that we're working on, projects and stuff like that. Slow coming right now, but eventually we will, and this is no bullshit, we absolutely will, focus camera, we absolutely will be bringing you some news on projects that involve hookah. So go like my company page. The link to that will also be in the description underneath my fan page. And you can also follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. And you can like this video and share it. Anyways, this has been the True Hookah King. Keep vaping. Happy vaping, guys. Happy clouds. That's what I'm going to say from now on. Happy clouds. Till next time.